I'm not gonna lie. I've been paying attention to this Akademiks and Meek Mill beef or squabble, if you want to call it. Akademiks might have the chance to do the most craziest thing in fucking media history. This is the only person that's gonna line up Meek Mill's ops one by one to interview them. Now, before y'all be like, yo, Akademiks is starting shit, Akademiks is doing this, bro, Meek Mill threatened Akademiks and he said that he was gonna pull up at his crib to piss on his steps and shoot a music video. Meek Mill has threatened Akademiks plenty of time and trying to make it seem like he a punk. I've seen it on Clubhouse. Bro, Meek Mill, the problem is with Meek Mill is that he think that he bigger than the whole program. I've always said that Meek Mill's ego don't match his music. But I guess Meek Mill and Akademiks are going back and forth. And yo, I didn't think this nigga was going to interview every one of his ops. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
How y'all feel about that shit? Like,
I'm just mad because at the end of the day, bro, he waited to the next to try to, you feel me? Like he lining us up. Trying like
how he lining y'all up? If I've heard that Meek Mill is not fucking with any other artists in Philly. Well, not any other artists. I've heard that he's blackballed some artist. The Poundside Pop situation, I guess he tried to sign him for $20K. Poundside Pop was like, nah, I'm good. And that was that. That was that. So you mad at the nigga because he didn't want to sign for you for $20,000? So you want to sign a nigga for $20,000 and take away his catalog? Like, nah, nigga, he said no. It is what it is. Move on. Niggas trying to sign niggas every single day.
He just had
I've been lined up way worse than this.
No, but this is bad. This is bro.
Like we were just sticking together. Philly was just together.
Bro, we too Philly to do.
Philly is not sticking together, nigga. Have y'all seen the murder rate in Philly? Nigga, Philadelphia, nigga, they calling that shit Killadelphia. Like I said, nigga, I'm a Jersey nigga. All my Philadelphia guys, y'all tap in. Y'all tap in. I heard Philadelphia is damn near the new Afghanistan. Them niggas is wilding the fuck out there. Fuck you mean y'all sticking together? What the fuck is you talking about?
I was keeping it light with you. All of these who don't like you, who got a story about how you. Now I'm gonna interview them all. Thank you. Quilly, come through. Yo, face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Alright, we can skip
but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_.
Come on, nigga.
We're all, make sure you subscribe and listen. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, things are getting pretty interesting in Philly these days after it seemed like the whole Philly is about to start doing interviews with DJ Akademiks. Now, I've been seeing people make comments about Akademiks doing interviews with Philly artists, and some think that Akademiks is just trolling, trying to get under Meek Mill's skin. And that may be the case, because we do know that Akademiks is the top troll. However, on the flip side,
I don't even think that's true though. From what Akademiks said on stream, he said that he wanted to always interview Philly artists, but he didn't want to do it because him and Meek Mill had a truce, and he was like, you know what, I don't want to, I know y'all got your own little thing going on, but I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna fall back. Meek Mill came out and he started spazzing on Akademiks, and he was like, you know what, fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna interview all the Philadelphia artists. And I was just having this conversation before. Young Thug would never get treated like this in Atlanta. Future would never get treated like this in Atlanta. Why is this nigga Meek Mill, when it comes, he's been in the game for like 10 years, and your own city don't fuck with you? Like, it's not like one person that don't like you. It's a bunch of Philly niggas that don't like Meek. But it's not like they hating on him. It's because, yo, you trying to stop us from trying to eat. Everybody can't be lying on Meek.
side of things, this is another way that other Philly artists can properly get the recognition that they deserve. Whether Akademiks is trying to troll Meek Mill or not, this is a time where whoever's going up there can take advantage of the situation and use this as an opportunity to go up by putting out music and gaining a new audience. Now, whether people agree with who Akademiks decide to bring up there and who he doesn't, that's just another discussion. However, once again, whoever decides to go up there, hopefully they will take full advantage of the opportunity, being that Akademiks fairly has a huge platform. Now, I know Akademiks also been a fan of OT7 Kwani, and he mentioned
that nigga hard. Pause. OT7 Kwani, that Leaf Ward. I think Leaf Ward and OT7 Kwani. I just started listening to their music. Yo, them niggas is them ones. Them niggas is tough. Them niggas is tough, bruh. Philly got a movement. Philly definitely got a movement. And if Meek was trying to shut all that shit down, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's some hater ass shit. I haven't heard OT7 Kwani speak on the situation, but I know Meek and Poundside Pop don't fuck with each other. But you got some heat that's coming out of Philly, my nigga.
Him on numerous occasions and even played some of his music before, but for some reason he just never did an interview with him or nothing. Most people are assuming it's due to what Akademiks have recently exposed when he alleged that Meek secretly has Philly artists blackballed behind the scenes and they don't even know it. This is the same assumption that sparked the beef back up between Meek and Poundside Pop recently that have gotten way out of hand, and even went as far as threats being made where 3 people have been shot in Zoo Gang neighborhood, and of course rumors started flying about where it came from. Nonetheless, DJ Akademiks have been catching flack for his recent guest that he decided to bring up there after he would repost pictures of him and Philly artist Quilly Mills. Now, if y'all know anything about Quilly Mills, he's another rapper from Philly that has gotten into it with Meek Mills in the past over the years. And although Quilly can actually rap, it's his social media antics and his situations in the street that has gotten him a bad rep. Not to mention his obvious drug usage that he has even admitted to on social media. Through it all, Quilly still remained to be known on that mic. I personally think in this interview with DJ Akademiks, they're more so going to be talking about the drama and controversy between Quilly and Meek Mill. Now, Quilly Mills would repost a picture of him and Akademiks to his Instagram and caption it saying, quote, "They ain't gonna like none of this," laughing emojis, fingers crossed emojis at Akademiks. Then Quilly would repost an old tweet of his from earlier this month where he would say, quote, "They talking about don't go up there and draw. My middle name Etch a Sketch." For y'all that don't know what that is, that's like a toy from back in the days when you was able to draw and whatever. It was kind of fun. But then he would caption it saying, quote, "This tweet aged well." Now, knowing Quilly and how he go off on social media on his own accounts, I'm more than sure he got in that interview and went off. And I'm sure it's definitely going to be entertaining, but once again, I hope Quilly actually take advantage of this opportunity rather than just use it for controversy, drama, and trolling. Now, Poundside Pop will also take to his Instagram story to address everyone that has something to say to DJ Akademiks for interviewing another Philly artist that has a problem with Meek Mill. He would say, quote, "I hate how everybody make it seem like at Akademiks doing something wrong. He told y'all in the interview he wanted to interview rappers from the city."
That's what I'm saying. He wanted to interview these Philly artists to begin with, but because of the respect because 21 Savage, excuse me, 21 Savage had hit up Akademiks and he was like, "Hey, I heard that you and Meek was going back and forth. It's getting a little bit nasty. Yo, let's try to patch this shit up." He said, "The truth is that Akademiks, if he says anything about Meek, you hit his phone, and if Meek says anything about Akademiks, Meek should hit up Akademiks' phone." That was the agreement. It got broken for whatever reason. This all started for a fucking alleged fucking rumor that Meek was quote unquote gay, by the way, which I don't think Meek Mill is gay at all. I don't think so. I wouldn't. I'm not willing to take it that far to call that nigga gay, but bro, this all started because of a fucking rumor that somebody else put out there. This is the reason why they beefing to begin with. So it went from that to now Akademiks is interviewing all Philly artists that Meek Mill don't fuck with. But he was going to interview them anyway. And they not ass artists. OT7 Kwani, Leaf Ward, them niggas is tough.
But it was a rapper who dated Nicki that was blackballed. Now let's get into a few tweets where people had something to say in response to Akademiks interviewing Quilly Mills. One person would say, quote, "It's going to be a funny interview, but I hate this for the city. Y'all letting Act Nut A play Philly against each other? Wow."
Nah. The nigga who did it, Nicki Minaj, is blackballing all the artists that's out the city, which is crazy. Wasn't there a situation with Meek Mill? He was supposed to sign Roddy Ricch and it didn't work out. It's a consistent pattern.
Over face emoji. Another person would say, quote, "Letting that man use you like a pawn," laughing emoji. Another person would say, quote, "I feel y'all being happy for boy because he from y'all city, but I don't think this is gonna do nothing for his career. Might get him more blackballed than he is. Ack would have never interviewed him if he wasn't beefing with Meek." Another person would say, quote, "Ack wasn't effing with Philly before Meek beef. Chicago cooked, and he helped that beef in Chicago escalate by having that platform."
Here we go with this bullshit. Oh my God, these niggas. You can't win with these niggas. I get it. Akademiks did like make a war. Like he made the War in Chicago page, and the nigga was from New Jersey, and it did incite probably a lot of violence. But if Akademiks never made the War in Chicago, that's not gonna stop anything at all. If he stops reporting on Chicago beef or Chicago shit right now, nigga, Chicago's still gonna be dangerous. The killings aren't gonna stop, my nigga. Regardless if Akademiks reports on the shit or not. And the War in Chirac, that shit. When was the last time he made that fucking that page was like what 5-6 years old? Let that shit go, bro. let that shit go, my nigga. Y'all don't say nothing about Fox 5 News when they go to these neighborhoods and report about this shit, and they go back to their suburban areas. Come on, bro. Let this shit go, bro.
For him now, he doing it to Philly. Ayo, these N-words don't even want the money, they want the fame. Philly ain't been sturdy since Beans. All these weird young bulls normalizing a lot of weird ish. He literally using these bulls as pawns. Laughing emojis, dummies. Now in a nutshell, people on social media are accusing Akademiks of only interviewing Philly rappers that had problems with Meek Mill instead of interviewing more rappers from the city who also got motion going on, whether it's musically or talent-wise. Poundside Pop is saying that whoever Act chose to interview is people he been wanting to interview, but like he stated before, he couldn't because Meek had these guys blackballed. Now it's this big back and forth going on because you got one group of people thinking that Ack is only interviewing these people to troll Meek Mill. Pretty much saying that he's only interviewing these guys because they have a problem with Meek Mill. It's not because of their talent. It's not because of the motion that they got going on musically. It's not because none of that. He's simply just interviewing them to troll Meek Mill. But then you have another group of people saying no. He told y'all why he's not interviewing or he haven't been interviewing these guys is because Meek Mill secretly had them blackballed behind the scenes. Now I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
And that's the problem with Meek Mill. He think he got a hands on every fucking thing. He think he fucking God. This nigga think he fucking either Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Like nigga, you don't run shit, my nigga. The music business is always going to be the music business. Every time this nigga is on Twitter talking about, I'm going to get this happen, I'm going to make this happen to somebody, it never fucking happens. At all. And I fuck with Meek Mill. In 2010, he was my favorite artist. I've been fucking with Meek Mill since Flamers, nigga. You feel me? I fuck with Meek Mill, but let's just keep it a rack. It was a point in time that Meek Mill was running shit. And the problem is with Meek Mill, he still think he runs shit. And he doesn't. There are other acts that are better than him. That's coming out the city. I don't even have to talk about people who already popping. I think OT. I ain't gonna say he's better than Philly. I just think there's just other artists out of Philly that's making better music than him. That's just my opinion. I listened to what's the shit that Meek Mill dropped? Heathens. It's the same fucking shit that I've always heard from Meek. There's no growth in his music.
It's true. Do y'all think that he's pretty much just giving these guys a platform because they all had problems with Meek Mill? Or do y'all think that he was being genuine and stating that Meek Mill had them blackballed low key so he couldn't interview them? Now, it kind of makes no sense to me, the whole blackballing thing, because I know Ack and Meek been at odds for quite some time now. So I was wondering why he just didn't decide to interview these guys before. You know, like, what's the difference between...
Because they had the truce. Yo, niggas don't be listening. Yo, niggas do not listen. The truce, nigga, they had the truce. Oh, you beefing with Meek? I'ma stay out of it. I'ma fall back. Me and him, we cool right now. We ain't friends, but, you know, hey, I promised 21 Savage, because I'm cool with him, that, hey, if y'all got problems with Meek, I'ma fall back. When Meek Mill started puffing his chest and talking that street shit, Akademiks was like, oh, word, say less. I'ma interview all the Philly niggas that don't like you, nigga. And you can't get mad at Akademiks for doing it, because Meek Mill said that he was gonna pull up at his crib and piss on his steps and shoot a music video. This man has been... Nobody's talking about Meek Mill when he's constantly threatening Akademiks for no reason at all. Like, if you want to talk about it, talk about it. Don't leave no certain shit out. If you want to talk about it, talk about it.
Now and then. I don't know. That's just a thought of mine. But to be honest with y'all, there's no rules in war. You know, whether it's true or not, y'all have to remember, like I stated earlier, Akademiks is the top troll. And what makes it even worse is that he has a core audience and he actually is smart. You know, he plays chess. Is Akademiks just interviewing these guys that have problems with Meek? Maybe so. Is he making it seem like he wants to give Philly artists recognition just to get Philly on his side, but really just trying to troll Meek in the process? Maybe so. But like I said before, there's no rules in war. He's probably just playing chess. And if these guys could use this to their advantage, it'll be a win-win for both parties. You know? However, I'm more than sure DJ Akademiks just trying to troll, you know, and if he really wanted to do something, he would have been interviewed OT7 Quantity, you know, being that he's one of the top guys from the city right now buzzing when it comes to the music. Because it was a point in time where Leaf and OT7 Quantity...
Yeah, Leaf, yeah, don't forget Leaf, nigga. Yeah, them niggas, yeah. They got a movement. They definitely got a movement.
Was them guys, you know, and still is. It's just that Leaf Ward got arrested, unfortunately, and there goes that. You know, but right now Quantity holding it down, so it is what it is. But anyway, let's see where this goes. As far as Meek is concerned, Meek definitely been on the roll out of all this, where people were even saying that Meek needs his phone taken from him because he's doing the most. You know, I personally feel that Meek loves highlighting that he's rich and he's on another level, but somehow he always allowed the people he says isn't on his level to get him out of position. You know, some things aren't even worth responding to when you are on a certain level in life. We see Meek take...
Well, what's the fucking level that he's on? Because his last project just sold 6,000 first week. What level are we on? He's decreasing. Now I'll give him a pass. The EP that he dropped was 5 songs, which was like 15 minutes. It wasn't a lot of... It was an EP, so it was short. But the nigga sold 6,000 records first week. What level, nigga? If it was 12 to 15, it probably would have came out to 10K. That's a decrease from his last project. And before y'all be like, oh, he's independent. Yes, you're right. He is independent now. But let's not make it seem like, yo, bro, Kanye West is blackballed. Meek Mill is not blackballed. He got dropped from Atlanta. There's a difference. He got dropped from Atlantic Records. All right, he got dropped. He's not blackballed. Kanye West is blackballed. Kanye West can't get no stadium, and he just dropped the fucking song, and it's #1. He just dropped Vultures. So if he could do it and nobody's playlisting, like Kanye West has to drop his own music on his website. That's it. That's the only time he's gonna get people to support. Meek can put his shit on other platforms, Spotify and all these other platforms. So, like, what level are we talking about?
Taking videos of him driving through Philly and just doing the most online.
Oh, nah, this nigga drove through Philly. Oh my God.
What is that going to prove? You know, he's at a point where he doesn't...
Yeah, they got... Yeah. They under his skin. He's ready to crash out. I know a crash out when I see one. He's going to crash. I don't want him to crash out though.
He doesn't have to do all that. He doesn't have to prove nothing. He did what most of these guys are trying to do, which is get out the hood successfully and provide for your family. But for some reason, he has to prove a point that I guess he's about that life. I don't know. But let me tell y'all one thing. Isn't he supposed to be like a top guy when it comes to prison reform? Isn't he supposed to be like a spokesman for guys that's trying to get their life together who got out of jail? Why are you about to put yourself in a position to put yourself back in jail? That's just me. I thought he was supposed to be the leader when it comes to prison reform. The fuck is you doing in the hood for? Looking for smoke? Yeah, he crashing out. The more you entertain the circus, the more you begin looking like a clown as well. So he should definitely be mindful of that. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think DJ Akademiks is trying to troll by interviewing all these Philly rappers all of a sudden? Or do y'all think he's being genuine and just providing a big platform for these other Philly artists to showcase their talent? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.
Hey, man. On my Philly, if you from Philly, let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm not from Philly, so I'm just giving my opinion. But if you from Philly, let me know how you feel about this shit. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.